afternoon. Welcome to the news update on Dominion Television Ibadan. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun. President Bola Tinubu said Nigeria has secured French collaboration on military equipment and support following a lengthy discussion with French President Emmanuel Macron. The president disclosed this during a meeting with governors at his Ikoyi residence in Lagos, where he observed the Eid for 3 holidays after returning from his 2-day state visit to the United Kingdom. According to experts of the president's address to the governors at the meeting, Tinubu revealed that Nigeria was prepared to leverage its goodwill and existing lines of credit to acquire necessary equipment and training for security forces in the fight against terrorism. Tinubu also called on governors to focus on caring for the vulnerable in their state, charging them to do better. The Nigeria Governors Forum has submitted its input on the proposed state police framework to forum's representatives Nuru Badu for onward transmission to the National Assembly of Nigeria. NGF Chairman and Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak disclosed this after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu in Lagos. He said consultations are ongoing among security agencies under the coordination of the National Security Advisor, with the forum contributing to the process. The proposer... we continue the story from here. The Nigeria Governors Forum has submitted its input on the proposed state police framework to the forum's representative, Nuru Badu, for onward transmission to the National Assembly of Nigeria. NGF Chairman and Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak disclosed this after a meeting with President Bola Tinubu in Lagos. He said consultations are ongoing among security agencies under the coordination of the National Security Advisor, with the forum contributing to the process. The proposal remains contentious, with supporters citing improved local security, while critics warn of potential misuse by state authorities. Nigeria has attracted over $2.6 billion in foreign direct investment, FDI, into the mining sector in 2 years, according to... Nigeria has attracted over $2.6 billion in foreign direct investment, FDI, into the mining sector in 2 years, according to the Minister of Solid Minerals Development, Dr. Dele Alake. Alake made the call at the Powering Africa Summit in Washington, D.C. during a high-level panel where he attributed the growth to improved governance, digitization of licensing processes, and a crackdown on illegal mining. The minister called on the United States and African countries to establish regional energy hubs as a strategy to accelerate cross-border mining industrialization and secure global supply chains for critical minerals. The National Inland Waterways Authority has dismissed reports claiming that 150 bandits drowned in a boat accident in Sabongida, Sokoto State. Niwa area manager Bello Bala dismissed the report as fake in an interview with newsmen, where he noted that the river in question is not navigable, thereby urging the media to verify information before publication and rely on credible sources. He assured that the agency remains available for clarification. Meanwhile, a source from Nigerian Army 8th Division also confirmed the report as false, stating that no such event took place. On the other hand, Governor of Imo State and the chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, PGF, Hope Uzodinma, said the party will not resume the positions of president, vice president, and other political offices ahead of its national convention. Uzodinma disclosed these while speaking with journalists after a Progressive Governors Forum meeting held in Lagos. He insisted that the existing zoning arrangement will remain ordained, that the party's convention is not for primaries. He stated that the primaries for elective positions will be conducted by INEC. Talking politics, the People's Democratic Party governors, including Engineer Seyi Makinde and Bala Mohammed, met with the national leader of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, Senator Seriake Dickson, and former Kano State Governor and 2023 New Nigeria People's Party presidential aspirant Rabiu Kwankwaso, as reconciliation effort between the governors and Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike's bloc, stalled. Ahead of the 2027 general elections, marking the end, Chairman PDP Governors Forum, Mohammed, had a closed-door meeting with Senator Seriake Dixon, who represent Bayelsa West in Bauchi, before later traveling to Kano, where they joined Kwankwanso, as well as 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. Although the meeting was officially described as part of the 3 celebrations, credible sources close to Kwankwanso suggested that the discussions might be linked to preparations for the 2027 presidential election. On the foreign scene, torrential rains and flash floods have killed at least 81 people across Kenya this month as heavy downpours continue. According to authorities, many villages in Kisumu County were submerged, with about 1,200 hectares of farmland destroyed and crops swept away. The worst hit area is Yakash, where more than 3,000 families have been displaced after the Sondu Miru River overflowed. Similarly, authorities also reported deaths in Kiambu and landslides in Kasaka, with officials urging extreme caution as more rain is forecast. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has been reappointed as President of State Affairs after the isolated nation convened the first session of its Supreme People as Assembly a day earlier. According to state media reports, the meeting in Pyongyang will discuss amendment and supplement to the Socialist Constitution, as well as the election of the chairman of the State Affairs Commission and all the state leadership bodies. The Assembly in North Korea, rubber-stamp legislature that formally approves state policy, will also review the country economic 5-year plan announced at the Ninth Party Congress held in February. Iran's power network, the Revolutionary Guards, have warned they will target power plants in Israel and facilities supply U.S. bases across the Gulf if Donald Trump carries out threats to destroy Iran's power network. The warning follows escalating tensions over the Strait of Hormuz, with both sides exchanging threats amid ongoing conflict in the region. Iran described its position as a proportional response, signaling a tit-for-tat approach if its infrastructure is attacked. However, officials appear to retract earlier threats to attack the desalination plant, which are crucial for providing drinking water in Gulf countries. Talking sports, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has officially updated its records to name host Morocco as the champions of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Checks on the CAF website show that Morocco are now listed as the winners of the Total Energies CAF African Morocco 2025, with Senegal recorded as runners-up and Nigeria in 3rd position. CAF's appeal board determined that Senegal's actions constituted a forfeit under Article 84 of the AFCON regulations. Meanwhile, CAF President Patrice Motsepe also defended the process, stating that no nation will be favored and emphasizing the need to uphold the integrity of the competition's regulations. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and X at Dominion Cast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun saying thank you for watching and good afternoon.